Hello good day viewers, welcome back once again. In our today's video we're going to learn how to solve a cubic equation. Today we're going to learn how Tartaglia and Cardano were able to solve cubic equation. But luckily we have a depressed cubic equation. We have x cubed plus x minus 1 equals 0. Here we're going to start with a substitution by letting x equals m plus n. Our goal is to obtain another cubic equation with coefficients of m and n. Now let's go ahead and cube both sides. Here we get x cubed equals m plus n cubed. Now here we have x cubed equals, here this will be same as m cubed plus n cubed, then plus 3mn into bracket m plus n. But we started with a substitution of calling m plus n x. So right over here we're going to substitute. So we get x cubed equals m cubed plus n cubed plus 3 times m times n, then x. Now the whole of these terms at the right hand side, let's move it to the left hand side. So from here we get x cubed, then this here minus 3mnx, then here minus into brackets m cubed plus n cubed, and this will be equal to 0. So if you take a look at this cubic equation, we see that it is also a depressed cubic equation. And from here we're going to compare with the given cubic equation. And how are we going to do this? Luckily the coefficient of the leading term here is 1, and we can see from here that the coefficient is also 1. Then let's compare the coefficients of the second term, which is x. Here it is positive 1, and right over here it is negative 3mn. So from there we're going to compare. So we're going to have negative 3mn equals 1. Then let's go to the other term, which is the last term from the left hand side of this equation. We have a negative 1 and is a constant, and here m and n should be also constant, right? We have negative negative, so let's compare that m cubed plus n cubed must be equal to 1. Now, from the first equation right over here, we have 3mn equals negative 1, right? Now let's solve for m in terms of n. So we divide both sides by 3n, and we divide here by 3n. This 3 cancel 3 and n cancel n, and from here we obtain the following equation, that m equals negative 1 divided by 3n. Now we're going to plug in the value of m in terms of n in the second given equation here. So instead of m cubed, it's going to be negative 1 over 3n cubed. But let's find it here. So here m cubed is going to be negative 1 all over 3n cubed. Remember, the power is odd, so negative 1 cubed will give us negative 1. Then divided by 3 cubed is 27. And then n cubed, right? So from this equation, m cubed will be negative 1 over 27n cubed, then plus n cubed, this is equal to 1. Put this over 1 and put this over 1. Now from here, we're going to multiply each term from both sides by the by the LCM of 27n cubed, 1 and 1, and that will be 27n cubed. So here 27n cubed multiplied by negative 1 all over 27n cubed plus 27n cubed multiplied by n cubed over 1. This will be equal to 27n cubed multiplied by 1 over 1. So from here, this we cancel this, and we are left with negative 1, then plus here we have 27n to the power of 6. Then from the right hand side we have this equals 27n cubed. From here we can actually write this equation as 27n to the power of 6 is the same as n cubed squared. Then subtract this term here, minus 27n cubed here, minus 1, and the whole of this equals 0. From here we're going to make a substitution which will transform this equation. You know, this is indeed a Hessian equation, right? So we're going to make a substitution which will transform this from Hessian to quadratic in terms of the new variable. So here we're going to let n to the power of 3 equals, let's use k, and from here this will imply that here 27k squared minus 27k minus 1, this equals 0. From here we're going to solve this quadratic equation using the general quadratic formula. So we get k will be equal to negative b, which is the negative minus 27, which is 27, plus or minus square root of b squared, that will give us 27 squared, and that is 729, minus 4 times 27 times negative 1, that will become plus 108, and that will give us 837. Then divided by 2 times a, which is 2 times 27, which is 54. From here we need to simplify further, so we get 27 plus or minus, here this is 9 multiplied by, that will give us 9 multiplied by 93, and the square root of 9 is 3. Then we have root of 93, the whole of this divided by 54. From up there, factor out 3, we get 9 plus or minus. So we're going to use the positive value here, because 27 minus 3 root of 93 is negative, right? Remember, the given equation has only one real solution, and we're trying to find that real solution. And this method is the method Tartaglia and Cardano used during their own time, right? So here we're going to make use of the positive value. Then we have plus, this will give us square root of just 93, then divided by 3 multiplied by 18, of which this cancel this. Then let us recall again that n cubed equals k. So from here we get that n cubed equals, that will be 9 plus root of 93 divided by 18. From here we're going to take the cube root of both sides, so we get n equals the cube root of 9 plus square root of 93 divided by 18, right? Okay, that's all. Then remember m equals, okay, let's check, that was negative 1 over 3 n, right? So from here we get m equals negative 1 over 3, right? Then multiply by the cube root. Okay, that would be negative 1 over 3 multiplied by 1 over n, right? So we get here multiply by 1 divided by the cube root of 9 plus root of 93 divided by 18. Since this is a reciprocal here, we can actually write it as negative 1 all over 3 multiplied by the cube root of, here we switch this fraction here, that is an irrational fraction, so that will become 18 divided by 9 plus root of 93. So here we find the solution, and that's a real solution to the cubic equation. Remember, x equals the sum of m and n, and from here we get the real solution, that x equals m. which is negative 1 over 3, multiplied by the cube root of 18 divided by 9 plus root of 93, then plus n, which is the cube root of 9 plus root of 93 divided by 18. Awesome. And this is the right answer. Thank you for watching. Please kindly subscribe to my channel. Also like, comment and share. Bye bye.